Good morning, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. Today, we continue the 1985 One and Gone tournament. This is Game 11, the first game of the second round of the tournament. It's the number 16 Chicago Cubs taking on the number 1 St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are the number 1 seed in the tournament. They had 101 wins that year. The Cubs were in the middle of the pack at 77 wins and 84 losses. The Cardinals, of course, received a bye into the second round. Steeler fan is first to join us here at Busch Stadium for this exciting game, hopefully. And we should have an hopefully it is an exciting game. Of course, today is December 7th, 1941, or December 7th, 2020, but December 7th, 1941. And as a historian of World War II, we wish to remember all that lost their lives on this date of Pearl Harbor, when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. That's the second most important day in American history. If day number 1 was July 4, 1776, December 7, 1941 is the second most important date in history, which ended American isolationism and turned America into the mighty power it is now. So we can thank the Japanese for that. So we wish to remember all who lost their lives, and on that date, the American sailors, the American civilians on that date. It certainly was a day of infamy, as FDR proclaimed after that happened. Will we have a day of infamy here? Well, we'll find out. The Cubs taking on the Cardinals, a big arch rivalry here at Busch Stadium. These two teams can't stand each other. It may be the best rival, maybe the hottest, most intense rivalry in the National League. So if you want to say the Cubs-Cardinals is the Yankees, Red Sox, the National League, that's fine by me. I mean, a lot of people could say Dodgers-Giants. You could go with that. You can make arguments, but yeah, Cubs and Cardinals definitely is that big rivalry. Hopefully we get our Cubs and Cardinals fans here for this game, and we shall see what happens. Starting pitcher for the 1985 St. Louis Cardinals will be John Tudor. He was their ace, and what a year he had. 21-8, a 1.93 ERA. John Tudor probably would have gotten the Cy Young Award if it wasn't for a certain doctor in that same division of the National League East, who will go unnamed. Top of the first inning, let's play some baseball. Let's start the second round of this tournament. Leading off for the Chicago Cubs will be center fielder Bob Dernier. The Cubs made it into the second round by defeating the Oakland Athletics in the first round, 4-2. So they moved on there after beating Oakland. So let's go. Let's play some ball. Enough talk. Let's play. Dernier against John Tudor. Tudor with the pitch, 2-6. That's a possible home run with a question mark against a righty, a 1-16. That is a 2, so that passes. But Dernier, though, has a 0 against lefties, so there's not going to be a home run check. Plus, Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts, 2 from walks, and -1 in home runs. There were not many home runs here at Busch Stadium that year, thanks to the pitching. So that becomes a blank. So Dernier will hit away 3-3, and it's a star 2, and he flies out to right. Out number 1, and here is the second baseman, Ryne Sandberg, as Tribe Fan joins us here at Busch Stadium. And 6 years after the bombing in Pearl Harbor, Oklahoma City, a bouncing baby boy, Johnny Lee Bench, was born. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That would be fine, Tribe Fan. That's good. Pitch from Tudor against Ryne Sandberg, Hall of Famer, absolutely. 2-4 against a righty. That is an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to third. 2 outs. Next up for the Cubs, first baseman Leon Durham. Steeler fans about to start his Glory Days boxing. I know that's going to be fun. Durham is the batter now against Tudor. Tudor pitches 5-5. That's a walk chance. And the 6 against the lefty, 11 minus 2 is a 9. He does walk Durham. John Tudor did have a few walks, not many, but he gave one up there. So that is a 2-out walk to Durham. Puts him on at first. And the batter next will be right fielder Keith Moreland. Anything on the strat roll, it says an 11, no play. Tudor will pitch. And that is a 5-6 against a righty blank. Moreland takes a swing. That was Sua Dice. I'll roll it. 5-6 for Moreland. And it's a single past the shortstop for a base hit. Durham has a base running rating of 2. In order to get to third, it has to be, even with 2 outs, he needs to be a 6. So actually needs to be a 5. But Durham will hold at second base as he does not have the ability to get to third base. But a base hit by Moreland nonetheless. Next up for the Cubs, shortstop Sean Dunston. Good fielder. Underrated player, I felt. Not a great hitter, but a very good fielder for the Cubs. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Tudor already in a little bit of a jam here. 17, no play. Tudor will pitch. 3-1. That's a range play. Dunston gets to swing, and that is a 2-1. It's a fly ball hit to center field. That is a 13 against the lefty. That 13 is going to be too high, but the ball is hit to center, which means Andy Van Slyke is out there. It's a range play. So a 1-3, Van Slyke makes the play. It is a 2, and he does, and that will end the inning. No runs. 1 hit for the Cubs as Van Slyke makes a big play out in center field. He had to make that. It could have meant an early run for the Cubbies. Bottom of the first coming up. Starting pitcher for the 1985 Chicago Cubs will be Rick Sutcliffe here in this game. He was 8-8 with a 3.18 ERA. He gets the call for this second game for the Cubs. Leading off for the Cardinals is right fielder Vince Coleman. I put Coleman in right for this game. Even though he has a 20 as a error rating, he has a range of 4. So I put him out there. I take the better range usually. Sutcliffe will pitch to Coleman as we start the bottom of the first. 2-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. 2-6, home run check for Coleman. And that's going to not pass anyway because Coleman has home run with a question. Well, we'll do it anyway. So 2-6, home run with a question mark. Coleman, a switch hitter, so he's hitting from the left side. A 1-18, that does pass. Against a right-hander, though, he has a 1. But a -1 from Busch Stadium makes it a 0. So there is no way Coleman can hit the home run. So that is a blank. And he will swing, though. 4-1, Coleman does get a base hit. He singles it into left field. That puts a very dangerous Vince Coleman on base. Single for Coleman. And the next batter will be left fielder Willie McGee. Infield is halfway, but we know Coleman can definitely steal bases. Let's see what the strat roll says. A 3, no doubt about it. Coleman will go. Has a stolen base rating of 16, plus 3 is a 19. Jody Davis is the catcher. The only way Coleman gets thrown out is on a 20. And he makes it with no problem. So Coleman will steal second base, as I should move him. Coleman goes to second. He also has good chances to steal third. Coleman had 110 stolen bases in 85. Let's roll a strat roll again. That's a 1. If Coleman wants to steal third, he could do it. That is a 14. And you divide that by 2, which is a 7. And Coleman, it's the same exact rating. So Coleman with a 16 stolen base rating, he's going to try to steal third. Again, the only way he gets thrown out is on a 20. And he makes it. Coleman will steal third base. So Coleman goes all the way to third. Might as well use his ability. The strat roll says it's available, so we do it. So Coleman on at third. And now we'll see what the Cubs want to do. We'll re-roll again. And that is a 1. Now does Coleman have a chance to steal home? Let's see. 14 plus 0 divided by 5. Yeah, if Coleman wants to steal home, he can. But in this case, no. It would be a 16 plus 3 is a 19. Then you subtract 10. Vince Coleman could steal home on a 1-9 is what that would be. But We'll let Coleman stay at third base and let McGee bat. Infield is going to be normal as the Cubs are going to play. Cubs are going to play for the out early. Here's the pitch from Sutcliffe as we finally get the pitch. That's a 2-1 against the lefty switch. That's a blank. McGee goes ahead and swings 4-6. That is a ground ball to second base. They're going to take the out. Vince Coleman is going to come in. They're going to take the out at first automatically. So McGee is out, but Coleman does score, and the Cardinals take a quick 1-0 lead. When you got Vince Coleman like that, you got to use him. So it's a ground out to second, but the Cardinals lead it 1-0. Like I said, you put Vince Coleman on the base pads, that's dangerous. Here's second baseman Tommy Herr for the Cardinals. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 3-2 strikeout chance in the 7. Doesn't do it. Busch Stadium prevents that from happening. He has an 8 minus 2 is a 6. So Herr will get to swing 1-2, and he flies out to left. 2 outs. And now the first baseman, Jack Clark. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 2-1. That's a strikeout plus 10. That 12 will get Clark. He will go down on strikes, and that will end the inning. First strikeout for Sutcliffe. The Cardinals get a run all by the help of Vince Coleman. 1 run on 1 hit. Coleman steals 2 bases. So he has 2 stolen bases in this game already. 1-0 Redbirds. Cardinals were very fast. Top of the second. Leading off for the Cubs will be third baseman, the Penguin, Ron Say. Pitch from Tudor, 1-2, error on a grounder. Say swings 6-3, that's a star 2, and that's going to be a fly out to right. So no error there. That's out number 1. Here's the catcher, Jody Davis. Tudor makes the pitch, 6-6 against a righty. That's an automatic out, and it will be a star 6 and a fly out to left. Tudor had one. That was his best year, too, that year in 1985. Would have won the Cy Young if it wasn't for Gooden. Here's the left fielder, Gary Matthews, for the Cubs. Pitch from Tudor, 5-6 against the right. That's a blank. Matthews swings 5-4, and against the lefty, that is a fly out to left, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tudor. Nothing there for the Cubs. And we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Leading off for the Cardinals, center fielder Andy Van Slyke. Another underrated Cardinal player. Sutcliffe will pitch. That's a 2-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Van Slyke swings 5-4 against a right-hander. He singles past second base. That's a base hit. Van Slyke goes to first, and he's got speed as well. Another leadoff hit given up by Sutcliffe. Van Slyke on at first. Infield goes halfway. See what Strat says. That is a 6. Van Slyke's got a good chance to steal, and he will. That comes up as a 6. That's a 7. So Van Slyke's going to go to second, try steal second base. 17 plus 3 is 20. Nothing from Jody Davis. The only way Van Slyke is thrown out is on a 20, and he's fine. Van Slyke will steal second base. Stolen base. That's the 3rd stolen base for the Cardinals in this game. Infield goes back to normal. We're re-roll Strat again. This time it's an 18. Nothing happening now. And the batter is the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. So Van Slyke on its second. Infield is normal. Forever remain. 90 joins us here at Busch Stadium. Van Slyke on its second. Sutcliffe will pitch to Pendleton. 4-5. That's a strikeout chance. 17 is too high. Pendleton swings 2-6 against a right-hander. That is a single up the middle. That will be a base hit past Sutcliffe, and that will go into the outfield. On a single one, Van Slyke from second. Van Slyke from second only needs a 1 to score, and he does. So Van Slyke comes in. Pendleton goes to first, and it is 2-0 Cardinals, as the Cardinals are doing it on the base pads. Pendleton will hold it first. That will bring up the catcher, Darryl Porter. Infield is back to halfway already, 2-0 Cardinals. Let's see what the strat roll says. That says it's a 6. Possible hit and run, but Porter's strikeout range is a little bit too high, so I'll call it off and let Sutcliffe pitch. Sutcliffe, 6-6, possible error grounder. Porter swings 2-4. That is a fly ball to left field. That's out number 1. Here is Ozzie Smith, the shortstop. Wizard of Oz here. Anything on the strat roll? Says a 5. Another hit and run possibility. Hit and run. Let's see. Pendleton has a 12. Be a 15. Why not? They're going to call the hit and run with Pendleton on at first base. So here's the pitch from Sutcliffe. That is a 1-2 against the switcher left. That is a blank. So, because Smith is hitting from the left side. So Smith swings 1-4. It's a fly ball center field. So the hit and run won't work. Pendleton's got to get back. And that is 2 outs. Infield now goes back to normal. The batter now is John Tudor. Tudor batted 138 as a pitcher. See if anything on a strat roll. That's an 8. No play this time. And Sutcliffe will pitch. 6-2, that's at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 1-5. And Tudor, wow, with the help of a 1-5 from Busch Stadium, John Tudor laces a double into left field. Oh, Sutcliffe. Busch Stadium helps out Tudor. That is a double to left. Will it score Pendleton? Pendleton's base running rating is a 3. With 2 outs becomes a 4. On a double to left, in order to get to home, it's -1, so it's a 3. The left fielder is Matthews. He adds 1 to his arm. It's a 4. So a 1-4 on the red die. Pendleton scores. It is a 3, and he does. Tudor holds it second as John Tudor helps his cause with an RBI double. How about that? And it is now 3-0 Cubs. John Tudor helps his own cause. Top of the inning now, for top of the order, I should say, for Vince Coleman. Coleman singled on his first time up and stole 2 bases. Already a 3-0 lead for the Cardinals. And Rich Sutcliffe already not looking too good. But that's because he's getting beaten on the base pads. Actually, I should roll strat first, see if anything going on in 8-0. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 4-5, strikeout chance. The 9 gets Coleman. That will strike out Coleman, and the inning will come to a close. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Cardinals. 2 doubles, 2 singles, and a double. John Tudor helps his own cause. At the end of 2, 3-0 Redbirds. The Cardinals didn't win 101 games that year for nothing. Top of inning number 3, the pitcher Rick Sutcliffe for the Cubs will come out. He batted .233 as a pitcher. Pretty good hitter that year. Pitch from Tudor, 1-1 against the lefty. Strikeout +10. No doubt about it. He will strike out Sutcliffe. And that's only the first strikeout for Tudor. That's out number 1. Because on a 1, he definitely does it. Here's Bob Dernier. Keith White joins us here at Busch Stadium. Pitch from Tudor. That's a 5-6. Against a righty, it's a blank. Dernier gets to swing. 2-2, he grounds it to short. Two men down. And here is Ryan Sandberg. John Tudor looking in at Sandberg. Pitch coming from Tudor. That's a 6-2. That is a double question mark. And against a right-hander, a 1-4 would be a start, would be an automatic out. That's a 7, too high, so it becomes a blank. Sandberg gets to swing 2-3, and he grounds it to short, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tudor. Tudor pitching like he should so far early in this game. It is 3-0 Cardinals. As we go to the bottom half of the third. And here is Willie McGee. They could turn a walk into a run without a hit routinely. Well, I'll tell you right now, Keith, Vince Coleman got on base, and because of strat rolls, he was able to steal second and third. And then he was brought home on a grounder by Willie McGee. So they've already stolen 3 bases in this game. And I got to play the Cardinals as I would, all right, because I know for a fact if you get on base, if the strat roll allows a steal and I like it, I'll go ahead and roll. Sutcliffe will pitch to McGee. 5-3, that is a blank. He's not tired. McGee swings 6-2. He grounds it right back to Sutcliffe. That's out number 1. Next up is Tommy Herr. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 3-5, strikeout chance. 13 is too high. Herr swings 1-5. He flies out to right. Two men down. And next up is Jack Clark. I'm wondering where's Bears Den? Where's Bob B? They knew this game was being played. But then again, of course, they probably got to work. They can always catch the replay. Pitch from Sutcliffe. 2-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Sutcliffe again will deal. 3-3, strikeout chance. The 4 does get Clark. Clark strikes out for the second time today. And that is strikeout number 3 for Sutcliffe. He had 102 in 85, and that's the inning. So for the first time in this ball game, the Cardinals go 1-2-3. At the end of 3, it's 3-0 Cardinals. Like to remind you some more exciting action tonight. We got on Payoff Pitch 85, we've got the Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners. We got the Mariners the second day in a row. It's going to be Mark Gubicza versus Bill Wilkinson. Now, why am I mentioning it? The card that Bill Wilkinson will be using in this game is really, really weird. You need, if everyone wants to see, I don't know how this game's going to go with that kind of card he's got. And I'm not going to show it to you guys. You'll have to see it tonight. And tomorrow's inside pitch, one and gone tournament, we go to game number 12. And we'll see if you Yankee fans are excited, as game number 12 has the Seattle Mariners taking on the New York Yankees. So the Mariners are getting a lot of exposure. They played last night. They will play tonight. And they will play the Yankees tomorrow in inside pitch, as the Yankees coming off the bye week, coming off the bye. We'll see how the Yankees do against the Mariners. Top of the 4th inning, Tudor coming out. Here is Leon through the legs, Durham. Durham walked his last time up. Pitch from Tudor. That's a 1-1 against the lefties. Strikeout plus 10. And with that 2, Durham easily goes down. That's out number 1. That is strikeout number 2 for Tudor. And now here's Keith Moreland. McGee was MVP on top of it. That's true. Tudor will pitch to Moreland. And that is a 2-2. That's a walk chance. The 5 is good. And Moreland will get that base on balls. Second time Moreland's been on base. Busch Stadium, -2 to strikeouts, -2 to walks, and -1 to home runs. They only had 75 homers at Busch Stadium in 85. That was definitely a pitcher's park that year. Mostly because the Cardinals had very good pitching that season as well. And yet, as good as the Cardinals were, they didn't beat the Royals in They didn't beat the Royals in the World Series. Was that because of Don Deckinger? Who knows? Here's Sean Dunston. 1 out. The infield is halfway. See if anything on a strat roll. That is a 9. No play. Tudor will pitch. 1-4. That's a blank. Dunston swings 3-2, and he singles past first base. That's a base hit. Dunston gets a hit. Moreland's base running rating is a 3. Needs to be a 2 in order to get to third. I'll have no problem. So Moreland gets to third base. Dunston there. And the Cubs got something going on. Runners at the corners. 1 out. And the batter is Ron Say. Infield is still halfway with a 3-0 lead. The Cardinals are going to play for outs. So we'll see what they do here. First, we'll roll a strat. Strat roll says a 5. Dunston, 5 - 1 is a 4 because of Tudor. Do you do a hit and run with runners at first and third? It's not a bad idea. Nah, against left-handed pitching, Say could strike out very easily. Although Dunston would be safe at second, but then Moreland would be a dead duck. And Dunston, since it was a hit and run, come on, not a steal. So I'm going to call it off, and I'll let Say hit away normally. 1 out. No hit and run. It's called off. Pitch from Tudor. And that's a 5-3 against a righty. That is a automatic out. Let's see what we get. It's a star line. And that is a 5, and it's a ground ball to short. Say's double play rating is a 2, +1 is a 3. Nothing from Tudor. The ball is hit to Smith, which means Her is the pivot man. He has no extra arm rating. A 1-3, they turn the double play. Moreland is coming home, by the way. So a 1-3, they get it. They don't, it's a 6, which means Dunston will get to second base. Say is thrown out at first. Moreland does score. It's 3-1. Cubs are on the board. So that pretty much makes it a slow rolling grounder. Smith's only play was to throw to first to get the out. A 6 allows the runners to move up. So Dunston goes to second, but it's now 3-1. But 2 outs now. Here's Jody Davis. So the Cardinals do not get the double play. Now Davis has a chance to make him pay for it. See if anything on a strat roll. That is a 14, no play. Tudor will pitch 5-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Davis swings 5-1, and that is a fly out to center, and that will end the inning. Cubs get 1 run on 1 hit. On 1 hit and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 3-1 Redbirds. Here's Rick Sutcliffe, and he will pitch to Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke is 1 for 1. He singled and stole a base. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 5-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Van Slyke will hit 1-1. He flies out to left. If you want to beat the Cardinals, you got to keep them off the base pads. That's how you're going to have to beat this team. They are the number 1 seed in this tournament. Here is Terry Pendleton. Pendleton also singled. Sutcliffe's pitch. 2-6. Home run check. Or home run with a question mark. Pendleton is switch hitting from the left. Is switching. So a 1-18 against a left-handed batter. That is a 20. Wow, that avoids it. That avoids a home run check, so it's a home run question mark, so it's a blank. But Pendleton does get to swing. 3-5, and he grounds it to short. 2 men down. And a chance now for Darryl Porter. Sutcliffe pitches. That's a 2-5. That's at the ballpark. Busch Stadium says 3-3, and it's a ground out to second base. And that is the inning there. 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. Sutcliffe looks like he's calmed down a little bit. It is 3-1 at the end of 4. Top of inning number 5. Let's see here. Tudor gets tired here, and Sutcliffe gets tired there. Top of the 5th inning, Gary Matthews leads off for the Cubs. Tudor looking in. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-4, and that's going to be a range play at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 5-3. That's a single possible double hit to left field. The ball is hit to McGee. His range out there is a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not. McGee doesn't get it, so it's at least a single. Gary Matthews, a base running rating of 2. McGee has no extra arm, so a 1-2. Matthews is on second base. It is a 6. He's thrown out. Matthews turns a corner, heads for second base, but Willie McGee throws to second and gets Matthew, and the tag is laid, and he is out of there. So it is a base hit, but Matthews is out. Willie McGee guns him down. A 6 is a throw, is an automatic out. Wow, what a play by Willie McGee. Matthews tried to stretch it, and McGee made him pay for it. Great play out there. 1 out. Here is Rick Sutcliffe. He will come up to bat. Oh, he's going to get a little bit of a chew out about chewing out there, so he should have just stayed at first base. But no play. Sutcliffe will hit. Tudor's pitch. That is a 4-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Sutcliffe will hit. He hits a 4-4, and Sutcliffe gets a base hit. Single past second. Sutcliffe will hold at first. Wow. How big is that run? How big is that runner being tagged out now? Sutcliffe gets a single. So Tudor got an RBI double, and Sutcliffe got himself a base hit. Cubs not out of it. And here is Bob Dernier with 1 out. The infield goes halfway. See if anything on a strat roll. I don't think it'll matter. It's a 15. No play. So Tudor will pitch. Tudor, 4-3. That's a strikeout chance. A 17 is too high. Dernier gets to swing. 5-5. It's a star 6. It's a fly out to left. That's out number 2. Infield now goes back to normal. And now can Sandberg get a big hit here for the Cubs? Sutcliffe on it first. That is a 7. No play on the strat. 2 outs. Tudor's pitch. And that's a 3-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 15 is too high. Sandberg swings. 3-5. And against the lefty, Sandberg has a double to right field. 3-5 against the lefty, double to right. Question is, does that score Sutcliffe? Sutcliffe's base running rating is a 1. With 2 outs becomes a 2. Double to right field, it's subtracted. So it only becomes a minus. It's -1. The right fielder for the Cardinals is Coleman. He has a -1, so it's a 0, which means Sutcliffe automatically holds at third. He does not score. Double for Sandberg, but Sutcliffe doesn't come in. Still 2 outs. And now it'll be up to Leon Durham. Dave Little joins us here at Busch Stadium. Tudor will pitch to Durham now. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Big double by Sandberg, but he couldn't score Sutcliffe. Strat roll says a 16, no play. Tudor will pitch. Infield normal. Tudor's pitch, 5-1 against the lefty, strikeout plus 10, and he struck him out. He gets Durham easily on the 11. And the inning is over. Wow, a big missed opportunity by the Cubs. Not really a good inning. No runs, 3 hits. A single by Matthews, but he's thrown out at second trying to stretch it into a double. Sutcliffe gets a base hit. Sandberg cannot bring Sutcliffe home because Sutcliffe doesn't have the speed, and that ends it. Oh, a big chance for the Cubs goes by the board. We are halfway through the game, still 3-1 Cardinals. If the Cubs lose this game, they'll look at a missed opportunity 5th inning. Here's Ozzie Smith. He will lead off against Sutcliffe. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 5-5. Possible error. Smith will swing 2-4. That's a star 2. It's a fly ball to left field. The ball is hit to Matthews. His error rating is an 8, but that's a 9. He will make the catch. Out number 1. Here's Tudor. John Tudor had an RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Bob B says, "Go Cardinals." I was wondering when you were going to show up. Rick Sutcliffe will pitch to Tudor. Sutcliffe 3-1 range play. Tudor 5-1. That is Tudor smacks a double possibility into center field. The ball is hit to Dernier. His range is a 4. Does he make the catch? It's a 4. Dernier tracks it down and just gets it. Out number 2. Turns into a fly out to center field. That would have been Tudor's second double of the game. And now Vince Coleman. Most of the action was early in the game there, Bob, so you might want to check the replay. Sutcliffe will pitch to Coleman. That's a 5-6. That's a range play at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 2-2. Fly ball to right field. The ball is hit to Moreland. Not who you want to hit it to if you're the Cubs. His range is a 1. He will not make it. It will fall in, single or double. It's a single. Coleman will hold it first. That's a single. Coleman stops at first base. It's his second hit of the game. He already has 2 stolen bases in the game. And the batter will be Willie McGee. With 2 outs, I will still roll Strat. That is a 10. Yes, I will send Coleman. He will try to steal. Coleman is a 14 plus 3 is a 17. Davis doesn't add anything. So a 1-17, Coleman, 16 plus 3 is a 19. The only way Coleman's thrown out is on a 20. And he makes it easily. He steals second base. That's Coleman's 3rd stolen base of the game. Now we'll roll Strat again to see if he can steal 3rd, although he really doesn't have to. A base hit would score him. Let's see, that's a 4. Yep, Coleman's going to have a 3rd base chance because here's what you got. 14 divided by 2 is a 7. So definitely Coleman will try to steal 3rd. Again, only on a 20 he's thrown out. And he's safe. Coleman steals 3rd base. Vince Coleman, 4 stolen bases in this game. Now let's see what Strat comes up. That is a 10. This time Coleman has to hold. And now with 2 outs, the batter is Willie McGee. McGee grounded out is 0 for 2, but he does have an RBI, but there are 2 outs. Infield is normal. Sutcliffe's pitch. 3-2 strikeout chance. 16 too high. McGee, 4-2, and it's a ground ball to short, and that will end the inning anyway. As McGee grounds out for the third straight time in this game. No runs, there was a hit. There was a hit, and that's all they get at the end of 5. Cardinals lead 3-1. Wow, Jody Davis has to feel like the worst catcher ever. Come on, Vince Coleman. Vince Coleman has a stolen base rating of 16. There are not many players in any of these games I've mentioned that have a stolen base rating that high. There's only a few that do. All right. Coleman, of course, is one of them. And, of course, Ricky Henderson has that kind of thing and also in another set. All right. So it's not Davis's fault. Coleman was just, at that time, Coleman wanted to be Ricky Henderson. The only difference was Coleman couldn't hit like him. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The Cardinals are the 3-run lead. Leading off, the Cardinals lead 3-1. Here's Keith Moreland. He'll lead off. Moreland is 1 for 1, singled and walked. Pitch from Tudor. That's a 6-4. That's a range play at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 1-1. That is a blank. It's a rare play. So that takes care of the range play. So we got a rare play. First time we've had one in a while. So let's see what we get. We roll the dice. Range play, 5-1. Slow roller to the second baseman who possibly bobbles, then possibly throws wild to first. Resolved by rolling against the second baseman error rate. First for the bobble and then for the throw. All right, so the second baseman for the Cardinals is her. His error rating is a 4. So on a 4, first, does he bobble it? It's a 20. No, he does not. Now, does he make an error on the throw? It's a 7. No, he does not. So hers got it, throws to first, and that's just a ground out to second, out number 1. No problem there for Tommy Herr. Here's Sean Dunston. Dunston is 1 for 1. He's singled. That's true. I wonder if there was a catcher-pitcher combination didn't steal off of. I don't think there was. I think he had 110 stolen bases. So, like I said, how do you keep Vince Coleman from stealing? Keep him off the base pads. Where Vince Coleman pretty much Vince Coleman wanted to be another Ricky Henderson. The thing about Vince Coleman, his averages throughout his career was like 267, 250, 230, 270 something, where Ricky Henderson had averages of 290, 300. Ricky Henderson could also hit for power, where Coleman couldn't. Coleman really couldn't hit for power. Henderson could. That's why Ricky Henderson is the best leadoff hitter in baseball history. Sean Dunston. Tim Pepper joins us here at Busch Stadium. Pitch from Tudor. 6-6 against a righty. That is an automatic out. Star 5, ground out to short. So far, John Tudor pitching like he should. And here is Ron Say with 2 outs. Pitch from Tudor, 5-6 against a righty. That is a blank. The Penguin takes a swing, 2-6, and he doubles to right field. Say gets a hold of one and sends it deep to right. First hit of the game for Ron Say. He will hold it second on that double. And a chance now for Jody Davis. Davis has flown out twice. He's 0 for 2. Say on its second. Rolling a strat, see if anything going on. That is a 17, no play. 2 outs infield is normal. Pitch from Tudor. That's a 1-5 strikeout chance. The 10 is too high. 10 is too high. Davis will get a chance to swing. 6-4. Ground out to short. Smith will take care of that, throw him out, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Cubs. Still 3-1 for the Redbirds. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Tommy Herr in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sutcliffe is not tired yet, although he is due to bat second in the inning. So this may be Sutcliffe's last inning. This will probably be Sutcliffe's last inning as the Cubs will turn it over to the bullpen. Sutcliffe with the pitch. And that is a 5-5 possible error. Herr swings 6-4. That's a ball hit to center field that is a 1, and against the right-hander, that is going to be a single to center field. The ball is hit to Dernier. His error rating is a 1. It is a 14. He will not make an error, so Herr will be safe at second. I'll save it first. Base hit for Tommy Herr. He also has great speed. Herr had 31 stolen bases that year, too. Here is Jack Clark. Infield is halfway. Herr on it first. Let's see what Strat has to say. I'm still rolling Strat. That is a 17, no play. Herr will stay at first. Sutcliffe with the pitch. That's a 2-5. That's at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 4-1. That's a ground ball to second base. Clark's double play rating's a 3. -1 from Sutcliffe becomes a 2, but the infield is halfway. It goes back to a 3. It's a grounder to second, so Dunston is the pivot man, no rating. So a 1-3, it's a double play. It is a 2, and they get it. Second base to shortstop, back to first, double play. And Sutcliffe needed that. Four, 6-3 double play, 2 outs. And now a chance for Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke is 1 for 2. Infield back to normal. Pitch from Sutcliffe, 6-4. That is a walk plus 10, and that 7 definitely sends Van Slyke to first. That's a walk by Sutcliffe, and that's Sutcliffe's first base on balls of the game. Even with the -2, it still sends Van Slyke to first base. And now a chance for Terry Pendleton to see if he can get something here for St. Louis. Still 2 outs. Let's see if anything on a Strat. 16, no play. Van Slyke would have had a good chance of stealing, but no play. Sutcliffe will pitch. That's a 6-6, error on a grounder. Pendleton, 2-6, against a right-hander. That is a single up the middle. It's a single 1. Sutcliffe has a rating of 0. Has a rating of 0 as an error, so there is no error. So on a single 1, Van Slyke base running rating is a 4. And he will, and that's good enough to get him to third. Because with 2 outs, it becomes a 5. So Van Slyke, a ball hit up the middle, Van Slyke will go to third. Base hit for Pendleton. And the batter now is Darryl Porter as the inning continues. Sutcliffe will pitch to Porter. Sutcliffe is not tired. They want him to get through this inning. He's due to bat second. The Cubs really don't want to waste a relief pitcher. 2 outs. Anything on a Strat roll. A 12, no play. Sutcliffe will pitch. 2-4. That's a wild pitch. 17 is too high. Ball 1. They'll do it again. Good block made by Jody Davis. Now the pitch again from Sutcliffe. 5-6. That's a range play at the ballpark. Busch Stadium 3-6. It's a ground ball to short. So the ball is hit to Dunston. His range is a 5. The infield is normal. It's a 3. Dunston's got it. He will throw to first to get Porter, and the inning is over. Great play by Dunston to save maybe a run or two. No runs. 2 hits for the Cardinals. Still 3-1 at the end of 6. Top of the 7th coming up here at Busch Stadium. 3-1 lead for the Cardinals. John Tudor pitching very well. Gary Matthews leads off for the Cubs. In the top of the 7th. Tudor he has 5 batters to go before he gets tired. John West joins us here at Busch Stadium. Welcome, sir. Pitch from Tudor. And that's a 6-2. And that is a double question mark against a right-hander, a 1-4. That's a 15, so that will be a blank. Matthews gets the swing, 1-1. He grounds it to third, out number 1. Rick Sutcliffe is due to bat. That will be it for him as the Cubs will go to the bench. Let's see what they're going to bring in. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cubs will be Davey Lopes. He had 275 at bats. Davey Lopes also had a 284 average, so he'll go up against Tudor here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Bears Den 007 joins us here at Busch Stadium. As I know, he was looking forward to this game, but right now the Cardinals have a 3-1 lead in the top of the 7th. The Cardinals have 4 stolen bases in this game. One of the reasons why they are leading by that much. Pitch from Tudor. 6-1. That's a walk chance. The 9 is good enough. He walks Lopes. Lopes will trot down to first, and Lopes has got good speed. A walk to Lopes, and now the batter is Bob Dernier. Infield is halfway. Anything on a strat roll. That is a 5. Yes, Lopes does have a good steal rating, a 10. -1 is a 9. That 5 is good enough. Lopes with a stolen base rating of 18. -1 is 17. And the catcher is Darryl Porter. He has no arm. A 1-17 for Davey Lopes to steal second. Yeah, got to do it. He's safe. Lopes steals second, and he puts a run in scoring position. Stolen base for Davey Lopes. The infield now goes back to normal as it avoids the double play. Will roll strat again. And that is an 8. That would be a 10 -1 is 9 divided by 2, 4.5. No, Lopes will not have a chance to steal third, but now Dernier gets a chance to swing. You never knew Davey Lopes played for the Cubs? He sure did. In the later years of his career. 1 out, infield normal. John Tudor will pitch to Dernier. That is a 5-6, and against a righty, it's a blank. Dernier gets to swing. 4-6, single, center field. That's a base hit for Dernier. Lopes with a base running rating of 4. You add 2, and it becomes a 6. The center fielder for the Cardinals is Van Slyke. He has a -1 arm, so I have to roll. A 1-5, Lopes scores, and it is a 1, and he does. Davey Lopes comes in to score with a 2 on the die. With a 2 on a die, Bob Dernier has a base running rating of 4. That is a 2. If the roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner, he advances. Dernier goes to second on the throw. It's 3-2. And the tying run is on second base. Bob Dernier, RBI single, becomes a double because he made it to second, and now 3-2. And the batter is Ryne Sandberg. Fans here at Busch Stadium getting a little bit anxious. I wonder what Bob B wants me to do, if he wants me to keep Tudor in there or think about going to the pen. It's only the 7th inning. Tudor is not tired yet. He will be after 2 more batters. John Tudor will pitch to Sandberg with first base open. Dernier on it first. I mean, you could walk Sandberg, but why? You want to pitch to Leon Durham. He says, leave Tudor in. Very well, I will. Tudor will pitch to Sandberg. First, we roll a strat. That is a 5. Dernier, 6. He has a 6. -1 is a 5. Dernier could steal third. 6. No, he can't. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Nope, no steal. Dernier will stay at second base. No steal. No hit and run either. So Tudor will pitch to Sandberg. That's a 6-4. It's a range play at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 3-4. Single plus. And a ball hit to right field. The ball is hit to Vince Coleman. His range is a 4. Does he make the play? No, he does not. Sandberg hits it out of the reach of Coleman. It's a single possible double. Now, Dernier automatically scores on that kind of hit. So Dernier will score automatically. Sandberg is at first. His base running rating is a 5. Coleman -1. A 1-4. Sandberg's on second base. And he is. RBI double by Sandberg. The game is tied. Stadium groans. Ugh. Ryne Sandberg, a single +9. A single +9 to Coleman, and it was out of Coleman's reach. And Sandberg does make it to second as he chugs into second base. It does score Dernier. We have a new ball game, tied at 3. Dang it, my darn voice. I got to slow down. Go ahead run now at second base. The batter is Leon Durham. Tudor will be tired after Durham. And still only 1 out. He'll pitch to Durham. It's lefty on lefty. Will roll a strat. And that is a 9. 7 -1 is 6. Divided by 2, 3. No play. Tudor will pitch to Durham. That's a 2-4. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Durham gets the swing. 1-3. Fly ball right field. Fly ball to right field. Ryne Sandberg's base running rating is a 5. Does he make it to third? Yes, he does. It's 2 outs. He does go to third base on a fly ball to right. It's straight base running rating. He goes to third, and now the batter is Moreland. Now Tudor is tired. And in my opinion, you got to take him out. Tudor pitched a beautiful game, but ran out of gas. The Cardinals will go to the pen. Do you have any choice of a pitcher you want me to bring in, Bob? Moreland is a right-hander. I'm thinking of, I don't know if you want to bring in your closer yet, but who would you bring in? If you know your 85 roster. Or do you leave it to me? I'll let you make the call. It's your team. You got Lottie, you got Worrell, you have, I wouldn't bring in Forsch. You got Campbell. Pretty much, I choose. Okay, so I will go with a runner. Let's see. The problem is Tudor was due to bat second. So I may do a double switch here. Lottie, okay. I may do a double switch. Let me see. He says bring in Jeff Lottie. Actually, Lottie can only pitch to 5 batters, so it doesn't matter. I'll leave him in there. He's going to be in there trying to finish this inning out. Jeff Lottie will pitch to Keith Moreland with 2 outs. This game is now tied. Lottie, 5-2, 19 saves, a 1.84 ERA. As the Cubs are looking to try to knock off the number 1 seed. Moreland will hit. Do I want to go double? Nah, bring in a double switch. I don't want to take any of those players out. So Lottie will pitch against Moreland. I will roll a strat because Lottie does have a pickoff move. It is a 7, no play. Lottie will pitch. It's a 2-4. That's a strikeout chance. 15 is too high. Moreland swings. 5-2. Single center field. Moreland comes through with a base hit. Moreland gets a base hit. Sandberg comes in to score. 4-3 Cubs. 4-3 Cubs. Busch Stadium groans. Ugh. Base hit off of Jeff Lottie. 4-3. Cubs take the lead here at Busch Stadium. Unbelievable. And now the batter is Shawn Dunston. Moreland on it first. Oh, John Tudor pitches a gem but runs out of gas, and Lottie gives up a base hit to Moreland. Still 2 outs. Still rolling strat. That's a 12. No play. Lottie will pitch. 4-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Dunston swings. 5-5. Fly ball center field. That'll be caught by Van Slyke. And the inning comes to an end. 3 runs on 4 hits, a walk, and a stolen base. 7th inning stretch. The Cubs have stolen the lead. 4-3. Timeout. Michael Peterson joins us here at Busch Stadium. I want to let you know, Michael, your Yankees are up tomorrow in my one and gone. They will play the Seattle Mariners. The Yankees and the Mariners tomorrow, 1985 one and gone, game number 12. Cubs need a pitcher. Ozzie Smith is the batter. He'll lead off for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 7th, who now early game. 1985 one and gone. The one and gones are always early. Payoff Pitch 85 is late. The Mariners play I'll play the Royals tonight in Payoff Pitch. Ozzie Smith. They will bring in a right-hander against Smith for the Cubs. Let's see who they want to bring in. It will be really want to go with a pitcher who had at least a decent amount of reliefs. I don't want to bring him in yet. Let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Cubs is going to be Larry Sorensen. Their bullpen is kind of meh, but it's average. Larry Sorensen's going to come in and pitch for the Cubs. 3-7, 4.26 ERA, and he will go up against Ozzie Smith. Bottom of the 7th inning, Cubs lead 4-3. They put 3 runs on the board in the top of the 7th. Now the Cardinals are playing from behind. Here's the pitch to Smith. Sorensen. 2-5. Wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. 3-6. Home run check. That is the main reason why I chose a right-hander, because Smith has a 0 against right-handed pitching on a home run check. That was exactly the reason why I brought him in. With a 0, no home runs, that is a blank, because -1 for Busch Stadium. So it's a blank, but Smith does get the hit. It's a 4-5, and he grounds out to short. That was exactly the reason why I chose him. I chose a right-hander against a switch. That's out number 1. Jeff Lottie, due to bat, he will come out. And they will go ahead and bring in a pinch hitter against Sorensen. And they're going to go with a right-hander. It's going to be Tito Landrum. He had 161 at-bats. That's good enough for me. Tito Landrum will pinch hit against Larry Sorensen with 1 out. Thank goodness Tom Niedenfuhr wasn't on the Cubs. Here's the pitch from Sorensen. That's a 6-4 against a righty. That's an automatic out. It's a start 2, and it's a ground out to third. 2 outs. Top of the batting order, here is Vince Coleman. Sorensen will pitch to him. That's a 2-1. Strikeout chance. 7 gets him. He strikes out Coleman. Side retired. A 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. And it is 4-3 still. We go to the top of the 8th. New pitcher coming in for the Cardinals. Leading off for the Cubs is Ron Cey. They got 3 right-handers coming up. So I think I'll go ahead and bring out Todd Worrell. 3-0, 5 saves, 2.91 ERA. Todd Worrell will come on and pitch against Ron Cey. Makes sense. Cubs leading 4-3. Here's the pitch from Worrell. 4-1 at the ballpark. Busch Stadium, 2-5. Single past second base. It's a base hit for Ron Cey. Cey has his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 4. Leadoff hit by Cey, thanks to Busch Stadium. The batter now is Jody Davis, infield halfway. Actually, you know what? There's no need to go infield halfway because Todd Worrell is a +2 and Davis a +3. The infield will be normal. And the reason why, you don't want to lose the range. So just in case of a range play, here's the pitch from Worrell. Actually, I got to roll Strat first, I guess. Hold on. Strat roll 3, no play. Davis is not going to hit and run. Worrell's pitch, 5-4. See, range play at the ballpark. Range play at the ballpark. So we go back to Busch Stadium. Busch Stadium, 5-3. And that is a single, possible double to left field. The ball is hit to McGee. His range is a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not. McGee doesn't make it either. Oh, my God. The outfield is falling apart. So that is a single positive. So that means, say, with a single plus, the runner automatically gets 2 bases. Davis with a run rating of 1. Run rating of 1. The ball was hit to left field. McGee has no arm. So on a 1, Davis makes it to second. He does not. He holds it first. These range plays at the ballpark are killing the Cardinals. And the batter is Gary Matthews. And still nobody out. Todd Worrell comes up to pitch, gives up 2 hits, and now Matthews the batter. Cardinals are going to call the infield in, although Ron Say has a base running rating of 1. Actually, they'll call an infield halfway. Infield halfway, a double play possibility can help. As Ron Say really can't go to home. So infield halfway, they'll pitch to Matthews. Anything on a strat? A 5, no play. Pitch from Worrell. That's a 2-5. Range play again. Another range play. Matthews, 3-5. That's a star 5. It's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Van Slyke. His range is a 3. He got this one. He makes that catch. It's out number 1. Matthews has a sacrifice fly rating of 2. Does he bring home Say? Yes, he does. Matthews automatically scores Say on a sacrifice fly. It is now 5-3 Cardinals. Great play by Van Slyke to make the catch, but the run does score. Yeah, Penguins have no speed. There's still 1 out. The infield is still halfway. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Sorensen. He was due to bat. And against the right-hander, let's see who the Cubs want to use. And they're going to go with Thad Bosley. Bosley had 180 at-bats. It's good enough for me. He had a .328 average in 85. He's not in the starting lineup due to the at-bats. That's why he wasn't the starter, but he will bat. Thad Bosley against Worrell. Brandon Baker joins us here at Busch Stadium as he says, "Go, Cubs, go, baseball." As the Cubs have stolen this game so far, Davis on it first. Bosley will now pinch hit. See if anything on a strat roll, a 3. Do I see a hit and run here? No. Well, actually, why not? Davis has a stolen base rating of 20. He can only go on a hit and run. No, it's not a hit and run. It had to be a 1-2. So Worrell will pitch. Infield again halfway. Pitch from Worrell. 3-2 against the lefty. That's a home run check. Thad Bosley as a 12 against rights. -1 from Busch Stadium is an 11. That's a 7. Oh, boy. Not a good day for the stadium. Crack. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. Thad Bosley just got a pinch hit home run off of Todd Worrell. It is gone. Two-run jack by Thad Bosley. It's 7-3 Cubs. Well, Bosley did have 7 home runs against 1985. Thad Bosley blasts a home run. It's 7-3. And still 1 out in the top of the 8th. The Cubs have scored 6 unanswered runs on the Cardinals since the Cardinals led it. Actually scored 7 unanswered runs since the Cardinals had a 3-0 lead. The next batter is Bob Dernier. This will be Worrell's last batter. He will be tired after this one. Actually, probably take him out now. That's it for Worrell. No, Sutcliffe against John Tudor. You need to watch the replay. New pitcher coming in for the Cardinals. They will stick with the right-handers, but that is it there. And coming on to pitch for the Cardinals will be Bill Campbell. 5-3, 4 saves, 3.50 ERA. As the bullpen, as mostly what killed the Cardinals in this game was range plays. Dernier will bat against Campbell, still 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-6 from Campbell. That's a blank. Dernier gets the swing, 6-3, fly out center field. That's out number 2. And now here is Ryne Sandberg. Sandberg is 2 for 4. Campbell checks and deals. That's a 6-3. That's a strikeout chance. The 15 is too high. Sandberg gets the swing, 6-3, fly ball right field, and the inning finally comes to an end. 3 runs on 3 hits, a 2-run jackbite, pinch hit home run by Thad Bosley. Bottom of the 8th, 7-3 Cubs. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Willie McGee will lead off for the Cardinals. Cubs need a pitcher. You got a switch. You got 2 switch hitters and a lefty. Let's see, left. I think the Cubs will bring in a right-hander. Really want to bring in a pitcher who had a number of pitchers. Coming on to pitch for the Cubs, there's going to be Lee Smith. Lee Smith, they're going to ask him to see if he can get 6 outs. Lee Smith will pitch to Willie McGee. Bottom of the 8th inning, 7-3 Cubs. McGee will bat. Here's the pitch from Smith. That's a 5-1. Against the switch hitter, a lefty, that's an automatic base hit up the middle. McGee hitting from the left side. That's a single one on the left side. And McGee starts off with a leadoff single. Base hit. Leadoff runner on for the Cardinals. The batter now is Tom Herr. Infield halfway. Down by 4 runs. There is no strat roll, but I still roll there's no strat roll, and Smith does not have any pickoff plays. No strat roll, and you wouldn't steal really right now if you're down by 4. So Lee Smith will pitch to Herr. Smith, 2-1 at the ballpark. Busch Stadium says a 1-2. It's a ground ball. It's grounded at the plate. Grounded at the plate. So the catcher is Davis. Tommy Herr, double play rating of 1. In +1 of infield is 2. Lee Smith +1 is a 3. Is a 3. Tom Herr is hitting from the left side, and the shortstop will be the pivot man, which is Dunston. He doesn't add anything. A 1-3, they turn it. They do. Catcher to shortstop, back to first, double play. The 1-6-3 double play. The very common 1-6-3, 2 outs. One 6-3 double play, grounded at the plate, and Jody Davis throws to short, covering second, and then he throws to first to get him out. Don't see that every day, but it does happen. Two outs. Oh, what a twin killing that was. And the batter is Jack Clark. Oh, yeah, that's right. 263. My bad. 263. 263 double play. Again, don't see that every day. Lee Smith will pitch to Clark. And that is a 3-5. That's a straight home run check for Lee. Straight home run check. Clark against the righties a 20. -1 is a 19. That's an 8. And bat ball is gone. Actually, it's a 17. I'm sorry, against the right-handed. It's 17 -1, 16, but still gone. Jack Clark sends it out of here. Home run, Clark. Boy, is that double play huge. Jack Clark sends a home run. It's now 7-4. But boy, that double play was gigantic. The batter now is Van Slyke. Still 2 outs. Van Slyke is 1 for 2. Lee Smith will pitch. It's a 6-2. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Van Slyke swings 3-4. Star 2. Ground ball to short. That's picked up by Dunston. Throws to first. That's the end of the inning. Cardinals get 1 run on 2 hits. A big home run by Clark, but the double play was killer. At the end of 8, 7-4 Cubs. The Cubs are 3 outs away from upsetting the number 1 team in the tournament. Top of the 9th coming up. Like to remind you of more exciting action. Tonight we have Payoff Pitch 85. The Royals will play the Mariners. It is Mark Gubiza versus Bill Wilkinson. You guys might want to check it out because Wilkinson's card, you'll see what I mean when you see it. And then tomorrow morning we got 1985 game number 12. The Seattle Mariners taking on the New York Yankees. The Yankees are the number 4 seed. They will host the Mariners tomorrow in our 85 one and gone. Bill Campbell, let's see what he can do. How many outs does he have till he's tired? He's got 3 more outs before he's tired. Bill Campbell, let's see what the Cardinals want to do. Let's see. Bill Campbell is going to come out, and the Cardinals are going to bring in Ken Daly. He's pretty much the best pitcher they got left in the bullpen. And they're going to go with Daly to try to keep this a 7-4 game. Leon Durham leads off for the Cubs here in the top of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Here's the pitch from Daly. 2-1, hit by pitch. Too high. Durham will swing. 2-2, ground out to second base. Out number 1. The batter is Keith Moreland. Moreland did a big RBI single his last time up. Moreland is 2 for 3 today. 2 singles. Daly will pitch to Moreland. And that's a 3-1. Strikeout chance plus 10. That's a 9. He gets Moreland. 2 men down. And now Sean Dunston. 2 outs. Daly pitches. That's a 3-2. Error on a grounder. Dunston swings. 3-6. Star 3. Ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Smith. His error rating is a 4. That's a 1. Smith makes an error. Ozzie Smith throws the ball wide of the bag. Dunston's going to be safe at first. An E6 on Smith. That is an error. It allows Dunston to get to first. Wow. And the batter now is Jody Davis. Ozzie Smith commits a rare error. First error on the Cardinals. Dunston on it first, 2 outs. No pickoff, so no strat. Infield is normal. Davis will now go up against Daly. Pitch from Daly, 5-3. Strikeout chance, 6. Gets him. Jody Davis, an 8 against the lefty. -2 is a 6. That's a 6. He does strike out Davis. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, an error. But that's all they get. 7-4. The Cubs are 3 outs away from knocking out the number 1 seed. Bottom of the 9th. Fans here at Busch Stadium cannot believe it. Terry Pendleton, supposed to lead off against Smith. I will go to the bench and see if there's anybody I can bring up. The answer is no. The best hitters are already in the lineup. So Terry Pendleton will go up against Smith. Bottom of the 9th inning. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Pendleton, however, is 2 for 3. Lee Smith can face 2 batters until he's tired. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-5. That's a strikeout chance. 19 is too high. Pendleton swings. 6-2. Ground ball to first base. That'll be taken care of by Durham, out number 1. The batter now is Darryl Porter. We will see no, Porter will bat. Porter will bat. I was thinking maybe taking him out, but Porter will hit. He has some home run power. 1 out. Darryl Porter against Smith. Porter is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-6. That's a home run check with a question mark. Smith, against a left-handed batter, though, it's a 0. So there's no home run, but Porter gets the swing. 6-2, single past first base. It's a base hit. Porter is on. Porter is on. And the batter now is Ozzie Smith. 1 out. The infield is halfway. Tying run now on deck. No strat roll and no pickoff roll. Smith will hit. Yep. Well, it wasn't an error, but yeah, Porter got one by Durham. That was a straight single. Porter on it first. Smith will pitch to Smith. Smith versus Smith. Pitch from Lee Smith. 2-4. Strikeout chance. Gets him with a 1. He strikes out Ozzie Smith. And that is out number 2. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Daly. Lee Smith is tired. They're going to keep him out there to try to get that out. I got to take the best available hitter for the Cardinals that's on the bench, and that's going to be Brian Harper. He hit 250. Good, Michael Peterson. That's good. I like that. Lee Smith will pitch to Brian Harper with 2 outs. Infield is now normal. Harper batted 250 with only 52 at bats, but he is the best available hitter on the bench. He'll go up against Lee Smith. Lee Smith is tired, so an S1, so anything in parentheses will knock him out. 2 outs. 1 out away from the Cubs pulling off the upset of the tournament. No strat roll. Smith will pitch. It's a 2-5, and it is a walk. He walked him. That was the one thing he couldn't do. 2-5, it's a W. He is tired, and he walks Harper. And now the tying run is at the plate. And that is all for Smith. He has to come out. That's my rule. And the batter is Vince Coleman. Coleman really doesn't have much of a home run chance, but there's no way he could hit a home run. But he can get a base hit. Cubs will go to the bench, will go to the pen. Coleman is a switch hitter. The Cubs will probably bring in a lefty. And coming on to pitch for the Cubs will be Ron Meredith. Ron Meredith will pitch to Coleman. 3-2, 1 save, a 4.47 ERA. 2 outs. 7-4 Cubs. Infield is normal. No strat roll. Meredith will pitch. It's a 5-3 strikeout chance. 18 too high. Coleman gets the swing. It's a 4-1 single past left field. It's a base hit for Coleman. Porter's base running rating is a 2. Becomes a 3. On a single to left to get to home is a 4. The left fielder for the Cubs is Matthews. He adds 1. A 1-5. Porter will score. It's a 2, and he does. Porter scores from second. We use the same rule for Brian Harper. His base running rating is a 2. On a single to left, in order to get to third, it's a -2. He will, and there is no way he will get there. Well, wait, let me make sure. Hold on. Harper's base running rating is a 2. -2 on a single to left. So it's a 0. He adds 1, and then the left fielder, Matthews, adds 1, is a 2. And yes, the 2 allows Harper to go to third. Coleman holds it first. It's 7-5. You use the same rule to determine the running for the next base runner. Run scores 7-5 now. And the batter is Willie McGee. I don't believe what's going on here, people, but this game is not over yet. Ron Meredith will pitch to McGee. Actually, no, he won't. They will take him out. They're going to bring in a right-hander. And they're going to go with Reggie Patterson. 3-0, 3.0 ERA. Big difference if you give up a chance, a home run to McGee, which he can do it against lefties. So Reggie Patterson will turn McGee around with 2 outs. Harper on at third. Coleman on at first, McGee at the plate, 2 outs. Cardinals already have a run in, tying run on first. Infield is normal. McGee is 1 for 4. Now Patterson going to try to get him out. There is no strat roll still. Patterson will pitch. It's a 3-3. It's a blank. McGee gets the swing. 6-5. Single to right field. You gotta be kidding me. Single to right. Harper will come in to score. On a single to right, McGee has a base running rating of 5. That's a 6. The right fielder's Moreland. He actually subtracts 1, but with 2 outs with a 6, Coleman makes it to third. McGee at first. It's 7-6. The tying run is 90 feet away, and the batter is Tom Herr. Reggie Patterson comes up and gives up a hit to McGee. It's 7-6. Herr's the batter. He was 1 for 4. He will hit, batting 302. Dang it, my darn voice. What an incredible inning we got here. Coleman is the tying run. McGee is the winning run. Herr at plate. Patterson will pitch. Two outs. Is there a strat roll? The answer is yes, there is one now. It's a 17. Herr is no play. Patterson will pitch to Herr. It's a 5-1. Wild pitch. 15. Stopped. Ball 1. Oh, my Lord. A wild pitch would have brought in Coleman, but it's a 15 and he avoids it. You gotta be kidding me. They'll do it again. Reggie Patterson pitching to Herr. Tying run at third. McGee at first. Herr the batter. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Possible error on a grounder. Uh-oh. Possible error on a grounder. Herr gets the swing. It's a 5-2. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Dunston. His error rating is a 12. That's a 16. He makes the play. The throw goes to first. That's the ball game. The Cubs escape. That's pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. Ball game. Cubs escape. I don't believe it. Two runs on 3 hits. 3 hits, no errors, and the Cubs win this game 7-6. And that was it was an error on a grounder, and on a 5-2, it's a ground ball to short. Dunston's error rating is a 12. And for you to make sure, that's a 12 right there in parentheses. And on the die is a 16. If that was an error, this game would have been tied. Dunston makes the play, and he throws to first to get Herr. That is the game. Unbelievable. The Chicago Cubs knock out the number 1 seed. And they will play the winner of the Chicago White Sox-Cincinnati Reds game coming up later this week. What an unbelievable game. The Cardinals almost pulled it off. Final line score coming up. For the Chicago Cubs, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors. For the Cardinals, 6 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher for the Cubs is going to be Larry Sorensen. He actually was the pitcher of record when the Cubs took the lead. The losing pitcher for the Cardinals is actually Jeff Lottie. Is actually Jeff Lottie for giving up the runs for being the runs charged in the 7th inning. Unbelievable. The Cubs knock out the number 1 seed. The Cardinals will have to wait till the next one and gone. And I know I'm going to have a very disgruntled Bob B when he out there, as I really can't believe the Cubs won this game, but that's how it went. What hurt the Cardinals in this game was range plays. A lot of range plays in the outfield did not go their way. They had outfielder ranges of 4, 3, and 3, and they didn't make the range plays. Busch Stadium hurt them. Busch Stadium hurt the Cardinals in this game. What a win for the Cubs. They upset the number 1 seed 7-6 in one crazy game here at Busch Stadium. The Cubs will play either the White Sox or the Reds in round number 3. And that game is game number 17. Wow. Thank you all for joining me, everyone. Keith White, Bears Den 007, Steeler Fan 1933, Double D, Keith White, Michael Peterson, Brandon Baker, Bob B, Tim Pepper, John West, Tribe Fan 879, Forever Remain 90. Thank you all for joining me here at Busch Stadium for another exciting game of Inside Pitch. This was great. Couldn't have went better way. I'm happy. It wouldn't have mattered who won to me, but what a way the Cubs to come back and actually hold off the Cardinals in this game. Tonight, we got the Royals and the Mariners and Payoff Pitch, and tomorrow night, the Mariners, and tomorrow morning, the Mariners and the Yankees in game number 12 of the one and gone. Can the Mariners pull off the upset as well? We'll find out tomorrow. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. See you guys tomorrow or later tonight. Cubs eliminate the Cardinals 7-6. Take care, everyone.